Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing a review of MTV Catfish Season 8, Episode 43, Alexis and Jaymes. Or you can call it Jay. And no, call him Jay. We get to that, yeah. So before I get started, please follow my socials. Twitter is Thomas_Grown. Instagram, Mr. Grown. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also share my videos. I appreciate everyone who has supported my channel so far. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and join my other videos. I do like an encore, Love Life and Lockup, Put a Ring on It, Put Real Housewives of Potomac. A lot of other shows I do, not just MTV Catfish. So y'all join, and also I do a weekly live. So catch me, y'all, and watch my other content. If you're returning, I appreciate the support and love. And you know how much y'all mean to me. It's building, it's growing. I appreciate that. Especially my Catfish community and friends and people who be commenting on my Catfish videos. Y'all support means a lot. I mean, let's jump right into it because I ain't going to try and make this long. This episode was okay. It was okay. It's not something, you know how I like my Catfish. I like that crazy, outrageous kind of Catfish that get me going. This was a nice mellow one like it was this season. So like I said, this is one of the ones that it was nice. It was okay. It wasn't like hypeness. I just watched the episode, took notes, and I was going to give you the review. Okay. So we get Emily wrote the show, who is the best friend of Alexis. They've been best friends since 7th grade. And Emily was like, listen, Alexis is meeting this guy, talking to this guy, not really meeting him, but talking to this guy for 5 years, never met. I think it's a catfish. It's too much. You never talk on the phone, never really meet up. So why is she so head over heels with this person? So they got Alexis on the phone. And said Alexis is 23 years old. She lives in Ohio. And yes, she met Jay from Tumblr, on Tumblr 5 years ago. Since Tumblr, yeah, I know Tumblr. I remember I used to have Tumblr. But I don't have that anymore because, you know, Tumblr changed their rules and stuff like that. So I'm only on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook right now. So Twitter, they was talking through things and they was talking back and forth. And during the time they're talking for 5 years, we find out that Jay is transitioning. So from female to a male. So, you know, there's a pretty early stages and everything and working on that and stuff like that. So it's kind of scary to be transitioning, and also came out about being a trans and like a year and a half and 2 years ago. So like that's something. So Alexis find out and she is supportive of that. So she's like it. So 5 years of talking to him, but always talking on never talk on the phone. They just been texting to each other, DMing from Tumblr, and then they went to Facebook, and then they went on Discord, and they have a long history of text towards each other. Now, since they never talk on the phone, they just be texting. They were supposed to meet up one time, but when they were supposed to meet up for this event, he just ghosted her for like 6 months and just never said anything. Just never said anything until one day she said he came around with this crazy meme, and they start talking again. I think she said recently, but this past New Year's or something, she's expressed her love to him and said, I love you, I would be with you, or something. And he said, I love you too. But she don't know if it was like a reaction to I love you too, like somebody said, I love you, he just I love you back. But or they really both love each other. So up to this point, it's like really more of a friendship type of thing. They sent each other gifts because she just graduated from undergrad with a bachelor's in psychology. That's my bachelor's degree I got in psychology, and she wanted to be a forensic psychologist. So I was like, oh, that's nice, all right. And she's kind of pretty sure that he's not a catfish. She does make a lot of excuses, like she accepts the excuses that he gives her why he can't FaceTime, why he can't talk on the phone. And one of the excuses that he really doesn't like his voice. Now I will tell y'all the truth a little bit. And I know some of my people who watch me, who support me, I said that before. I really didn't like my voice that much going on either. Sometimes I really like how my voice sounds when I get recorded and stuff like that. But now I'm okay with that. I'm good with it. Even now that I still feel like, but I'm good. I've been doing YouTube for a while now, so I'm okay with that. Yeah. And people say my voice is sound good and everything. So I'm all right. I just, you know, everybody got that old new thing about themselves that they feel insecure about. And my voice was one of them. But I'm good. I'm enjoying it. And so I understand that, but at the same time, she does make a lot of excuses. Like every time they make excuses, she just like accepts that because she's grew up being picked on a lot. So, you know, being picked on, you know, that's what Emily has been there for her, but that's only been her only friend. So she just been lonely and she just wanted companionship. So that's what she met through Jay through Tumblr, and they've been talking for a while. So it's most like a platonic level so far until she got caught in feelings And when he said it back, like, we don't know. But at the same time, I don't think they really solidified a relationship. Yes, 5 years has been a long time to talk to someone back and forth. But at the same time, if we never solidify a relationship and say that we are just going to be exclusive, then it's fair game. So you got to know the person you're dating, because some people was like, all right, we talking, then you can't talk to somebody else. And some people say, we talking, that's only talking. We never make it exclusive. So I'm free reign to do anything else. So both things is okay. You just got to be communicating. So that was that. Said that the only thing she know about him is he work in a bookstore, and they just send him gifts and stuff like that. And that's when she mentioned that he's trans. And 1 year, she said 1 year older, because she was like, she's 23, so he might be 24, 25. When I said 24. So I was like, okay. So they did all that investigation. They talked to Alexis. That's what she said. She said she does love him and does want to be with him. She wants it more than a mere friendship. But I just need to hear from him, because it's just like she's believe that this person is not a catfish. Not a catfish. So I just said that all the editing is done. Everything that said is done. And she said she sent him something in Canada, because he's in Canada right now. So it said, all right, so that's long distance. And everything that said is done. Why this person still want to talk to you or video chat with you and even meet you if you know this much about this person? You trust you enough to even know about his transitioning, and you support it and you accept that. So why doesn't mean that a person cannot be honest with you about everything else? So that's what they're gonna do, investigate. So they did investigating, and they did media search. They searched Instagram. They searched Instagram. It seems like an okay account, but it's not has been much activity and stuff. So did they check one of the pictures in the post? It was a person named Michelle responded on that. And so they hit up with Michelle and they contact Michelle. They talk on the phone, and Michelle mentioned that they just friends, and they know that he worked in a bookstore. They never met, but they just be DMing each other, and they send each other gifts. Like she said, he sent her books and stuff like that. So that's it. That's all the extent that she knows about that. Okay? And then they look at the Facebook pictures. Now they look at pictures, and then they couldn't really come up with any matches in the photo search. So they didn't look at Facebook and realize they saw a clip, a post and everything. And then they saw like a post from a girl named Asma. And Asma was saying, it's not a bad day. It's not a bad life. You just had a bad day. Keep your chin up, something like that. So look at that and check her friends list, and they find out her friend list have both JJ and James Moon. So it was like, oh, what's going on? Because James is like the legal name, James Moon is like the legal name, and then Jay is like the short name. That's the transition name. So that was that, and so she was friends of both. So they contact Asma. She reached out back to them, and basically was saying that they used to work together, and she was like, she really don't know much about his life down that. Other than that, they used to work together. And when Lee mentioned something about Ohio, she said, "Oh, Ohio. Oh, you talking about Nate?" They said, "Who was Nate?" Because they all this point they don't know about the Nate. She said, "Well, Nate is his boyfriend." So I said, "Oh, okay, boyfriend." So that was maybe that's the reason why Jay was not forthcoming and being upfront and video chatting and trying to meet with Alexis, because he's in a relationship. So up to this point, they would say why Asma will have friends with both things. Maybe she's a common denominator. Maybe she could be Jay and posing as Jay and all so like that. So we don't know all that details. So they said that. So they said they brought Alexis up to speed and tell her everything up to this point. And until they got to the Asma thing and said they got two profiles, she did mention while she knew about the other profile, because she said as the one profile, James Moon, she just wanted to be more, that person wanted to be more open about their transitioning. So they made up the JJ website, and she know about that. But still, really have no communication on the phone and all that stuff. It's still video chat. So it's like, really, you know, all this doesn't much about this person, but y'all still didn't really make the effort to meet on stuff. And he ghosted you for 6 months. So that's crazy. So Campbell was realizing that Alexis does make a lot of excuses for him. Because like otherwise, like she never had anybody who really feel that she was attractive and leg shows get picked on, and they have to tell her, "You beautiful, you are worth it. Like you're not an ugly woman." And she's not. She was a beautiful, laid back, cool woman, had a nice smile, giggle, and I was like, "She really great." So it's like you have to make sure you gotta value yourself because she always take into consideration of Jay's feeling. But what about your feelings? So you just gotta keep moving on with your life and just know that put yourself first. No matter who you with, put yourself first, and love yourself first and know your self-worth. Then that way, that's something you attract people. But the way how her genuineness, she attracted Jay. She attracted other people that she would be good as a person. But you know, growing up being picked on, you don't trust a lot of people. And the fact that her and Jay had been going back and forth, he always encouraged her and said, "Stop talking down about yourself." Because she said one time when she had times when she talked down about herself, Jay would tell her to stop it and lift her, encourage her. So that's things that she value and like. So later on, me would say, "Listen, the only thing we could do, we could just contact Jay." So he contacted Jay. Jay responded and said, "I don't think I would really completely be honest with Alexis yet." So Neve responded. Jay saw the response, but did not respond. So when they got Alexis back and they brought her up to speed, and she was like, "Oh, that's what that means. Like, I want to know, like, what exactly is he going to be completely honest with me about?" And then they said, "No one has contact him again." So they contacted him again. Jay responded, and he said, "You know what? Yes, she deserves to know. She's my best friend," and all like that. And I don't want to let that mess that up. So he will get on. So at this point, he called her your best friend, or don't want to mess up the friendship. So at this point, he never really mentioned anything about relationship. It's just a friendship type of thing. So when they got on, and it was actually Jay. One of the pictures in the social media and the Facebook, y'all would see my thumbnail. Y'all would show what that person looked like. It's actually Jay. It's really him. And basically, he said he was kind of scared and really transitioning because he came out a year and a half or 2 years ago. The family didn't really accept him as much about the transitioning. So they had much. So it was a really dark time and stuff like that. So he can't really trust people, and it's really scary, and it's very new to him transitioning to female to man and all that stuff. It's a lot. And it was a lot. So Lexus was there as a friend and being there and encouraging him and encourage each other. But he did know that she had feelings for him, and he liked her too, and he loves her too. So he said, "Yeah, the feelings is mutual." But at the same time, he has anxiety, and then the pressure comes in with the whole transitioning, and it just don't know how people feel and how she would feel about him or stuff. And she said she was really accepted. She was okay. So what make you really don't want to move on with that and continue on? Because she was really showing you that she's okay with what you're doing. And he did mention that, yes, during the time somewhere, he did have a 3-month relationship with a boy named Nate. That was the one that Asma mentioned. And she did say that. And they're not together anymore. But then it said, "Yeah, I really do love Alexis, and I do want to be with her, and we could be in a relationship if she wants it." And I say, you can't want to be in a relationship with her because she wants it. Do you really want to be with her? So Neve had a private mute. He muted the camera with Cammy. He said, "I don't believe him." It's like, I not trust. It's like, how all this long time, like, you had this means opportunity to tell her everything. She accepted, she willing and all stuff, and now you're only saying that it's like making excuses. It's like you really say now you want to be with her all of a sudden, but you had means opportunities to say that. So what preventing you from doing all that? He said to Cammy. So they got on the camera and talked to Alexis a little bit about herself and said, "Listen, you gotta let him know how you feel. Like really tell him how you feel. And don't hold nothing back. Don't make excuses. Don't accept excuses. You gotta let him. You gotta put him in the cross in the fire." Yes, he said this is level, but I want you to tell him how you really feel and let him have it. So they got back on. He said, "Do you really want to be me, or you just want to be in friendship and stuff like that?" She said, "Because I love you." He said, "I love you too. Do you in love with me?" He said, "Yes, he in love with her too." He said, "Do you want to make it exclusive?" Because Neve was like, "Listen, you had a whole boyfriend, you didn't tell him like that, this is like that." It's like, come on, y'all supposed to be talking for 5 years and you date someone else. That's good. But this my thing is, like I said earlier, if y'all didn't really make it exclusive, then you can't be mad at him talking to other people because yes, they had 5 years, but was it really relationship, because according to him, he was more of a friendship than with her. Even though she said that she loved him and he said it back, but doesn't mean that it was like exclusive kind of thing. So I can afford him for that. Unless they really say they both supposed to be exclusive, no matter how many amount of times y'all have talking to each other, y'all still haven't met. That's what I say. It's no exclusivity. It is nothing real serious till I actually meet you in person. This virtual stuff, it doesn't solidify our relationship. It just only solidifies that we've been talking for a long time. That's just me. Other people feel the same different way. So they got back on and say, you know what, we could be exclusive. Can you change their Facebook status? She said, yes, you can change it. He said, yes, you can change your Facebook status. So they're going to be exclusive. They're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and leave it as that. It basically was a happy ending. It was happy ending. They said their relationship was better than ever. And then when the pandemic restrictions of subsided, they will go try and see each other and cross the state lines, because in the United States and in Canada, they will see each other. It's not too far from each other. And that's that. But she reason why she said she ain't saying nothing, because she was scared and depression. And can't we understand? It's like, listen, your mind and your heart tell you different things when you're in a mental illness. Your mind saying one thing, and your heart feels something like that. And listen to your heart. Your heart say you want to be with her. Her heart say you want to be with you, and let it be. And let it happen. So like that. But like I said, it was not going to try to be a long review. It was a nice, short, simple kind of review. It's not my little catfish that I really wanted, but it was a simple, good storyline. Okay. Well, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. Tell me how y'all feel about this situation. It was a good, happy ending. I understand James. I don't fall for him. I'm not going to bash him, because he is going to do a lot of things. And I do like Alexis that being there for him. And I do like they had a happy ending. And they relationship are better than ever. And they hoping to see each other once this virtual, not the reality, the worldwide panorama society, and then people could travel to each other again. All right. Tell me how y'all feel, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.